Hello and welcome guys to another video of Maidan and FPL. So this is the second episode of Take or Wait series where I will discuss about some of the top performers of game week 7 whom you can consider for the next game week, that is game week 8, or you can just keep an eye on that player for a few game weeks before considering or incorporating him in your FPL squad. So without wasting any time, we jump straight onto the video. So the first player that I will be talking about is Rayan Aït-Nouri. I hope that I pronounce it correctly. He is the new left wing back of Wolves. Scored within 18 minutes of his Premier League debut against Crystal Palace. He scored a single goal, also kept his clean sheet. He had 2 shots and also he had 2 crosses, getting mammoth 15 points in his Premier League debut. He is just the type of athletic wing back that Wolves needed. Now they have Nouri on one side and Semedo on the right wing back position. So they are both good on the ball. They are very athletic. They can run along the wings, which they had lacked. Wolves are a team which typically composed of players who are stubborn and steady in their defending. But he is a kind of player who is very confident. He has a decent off the ball movement. He is courageous enough to make those runs, go inside the box and often shoot. Also he has completed 2 dribbles, which proves that he is also a potent dribbler. But one of the things that you have to keep in mind that he needs some improvement in his defensive play. He almost considered a penalty against Crystal Palace. He fouled Zaha in the penalty box, but I think he was lucky not to concede that penalty. Otherwise 4 points for the clean sheet would have been lost. One of the main concerns that FPL managers might face while picking Nouri is that his rotation risk. One of the things may happen that when Wolves are leading against a top side, Nouri may get substituted and Martial may come and take his place, because Martial is a more defensive oriented player than Nouri. Nouri is the one who can run the flanks and is young and energetic. But also he is priced 0.5 million less than Nelson Semedo if you are considering of taking a Wolves wing back, because you can have the attacking threat as well as you can cover the Wolves defense, who is defensively a very strong unit. So Rayan Aït-Nouri would be a great choice if he continues to play 90 minutes for the upcoming game weeks. I think you just need to see that whether Nouri starts in the coming game weeks and then take a decision. Also you need to consider that Wolves are facing Leicester, Southampton, Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Chelsea. So some tough fixtures are coming in their way. Although Wolves are defensively a solid unit, but still I think considering the rotation risk that Rayan Aït-Nouri possesses, I think you wait for a little longer before considering him as a potent option for your FPL squad. Just a request that if you like this content, do drop a like, comment about the players whom you think that we can consider for the upcoming game weeks, and also do subscribe and share this video so that it can reach as much audience as possible. It takes a lot of hard work to crunch in those numbers and also to complete the editing stuff and all. So it would be much appreciated if you kindly do subscribe to our channel. The next player I will be talking about in this Take or Wait category is Hakim Ziyech. Performed for Ajax in the previous 2 to 3 seasons. His stats are phenomenal, absolutely, banging in assists and goals as well. And for Chelsea, he has just started to show his glimpses of class. In the match against Burnley in game week 7, he scored a goal, he assisted Timo Werner and backed 3 bonuses and scored 14 points. Looking at the stats, he created 2 chances, he had 1 shot on goal, he had 3 crosses and also provided with a key pass. He is just that sort of creative player that Chelsea needed. Some of the players that had played in his position like Hudson-Odoi lacked that decision making ability in the crucial phases of the game. He is very effective in taking the positions in between the defense and the midfield lines of the opposition. We have seen that he provided with a beautiful through ball to Timo Werner, and I think Lampard perhaps has found his best 11. This was the main problem with Chelsea. there were quite a few quality players in that Chelsea team: Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. But Lampard was struggling to find his best 11, and perhaps we have seen how those attacking players gelled up in that match against Burnley. But one of the main concerns for Hakim Ziyech is injury history. He is quite prone to injury. He has recovered from an injury and has started to play for a Chelsea side who is still quite inconsistent in this season. And I think we need to see a few more matches how Hakim Ziyech copes up with the Premier League defenders. You have to keep in mind that there is a lot of difference between Dutch League and the English Premier League, both from quality and as well as the keeping in mind the physical aspect of the defenders in the Premier League. But one of the plus points of selecting Hakim Ziyech is that he is currently owned by less than 5% of the FPL managers, and he can be a great differential option for your team. Also, he is in the price range of 8 to 9 million midfielders, so you can consider him for a potential replacement of James Rodriguez, who is suffering from an injury, and also Heung-min Son, whose fixtures turn after game week 9 when they face the likes of Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea. And also Chelsea has a decent run of fixtures. They face Sheffield United, Newcastle, Leeds, West Ham United in their next few fixtures. So I think Hakim Ziyech can be a great option, but in my opinion, I would personally wait for 1 to 2 game week before judging or jumping into the bandwagon of Hakim Ziyech. The last player that I will be talking about in the take or wait list is a forward. He is currently ranked 3rd among the forwards as far as the FPL points is concerned. His name is Callum Wilson, which is quite surprising because he is playing for a Newcastle side who finds very hard to score goals sometimes. But in the last game week against Everton, Callum Wilson scored both the goals, almost assisted Alan Saint-Maximin with another, but Alan Saint-Maximin failed to finish that. He got 12 points from the match with 3 bonus points as well. Created 1 chance, he had 4 shots on goal and also 1 key pass. In the Premier League this year, he has scored 6 goals with 2 assists, and one of the main advantage of picking Callum Wilson is that although he plays for Newcastle, but he is the talisman for Newcastle. He is on penalty duties, and if Newcastle scores, I think the chances are high that Callum Wilson will be on score sheet or assist. He is priced at 6.5, and I think if you are considering a 6.5 million midfielder versus a 6.5 million forward, I think 6.5 million forward would always be much better value. And also with the injury issues of Danny Ings and Mope being dropped for Brighton for disciplinary issues, I think Callum Wilson would be a great option. And you need to consider the fixtures as well. They are facing Southampton, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, West Bromwich Albion, Leeds, Fulham in the next few game weeks. And the kind of form Wilson is in, he is a prolific scorer. Although we have seen that for Bournemouth, he started the season brilliantly for 6 to 7 game weeks and then completely went off. But I think this is a different season, and looking at the stats, he is 2nd in XG, 5th in non-penalty XG, which is a great sign for a striker. So I think Callum Wilson, considering his price and also the great run of fixtures that he has, he would be a great choice at least until game week 14 to 15. And in my opinion, I would personally consider him immediately for my FPL squad, because in that price range I don't think there are better options. Bamford is inconsistent. We don't know how Che Adams would play in absence of Danny Ings, and also Watkins. We have seen Watkins had scored a goal. That was the only thing that he had done for the whole match. So I think Callum Wilson is the best option in that price range, and I would personally recommend Callum Wilson to consider for your FPL squad. So that is all for this video. I hope that you have liked it. This is a new segment, and I tried to bring up with something new that we would like. So for more such content, for more such FPL related content, do subscribe to our channel and do give your honest opinion regarding this. Hope to see you in another video.